Well, thanks, and good morning, Chicago. You know, I was thinking about it, and it is great to be here at the beginning of the year, and think about where we were last year. Standing right up here, the whole industry is saying, hey, we're gonna sell 16.8 million vehicles, and how many did we sell? 17.3 million. Guess what the industry is talking about this year? 16.8. So how many are we gonna sell? Come on. 20 million? Okay, I'll go 20 million, but if we don't get to 20, maybe 17 million still. But the fact is, life's good. And things are great, man. I'm telling you, the economy's booming, and we got low unemployment, and consumer confidence is high, and my excitement for Toyota is even higher. You know, we're in the middle of this auto show season, and we've had some pretty phenomenal news so far. Now, let's go back. In Los Angeles, we doubled down on our commitment to passenger cars by unveiling the Corolla Hybrid, the Prius all-wheel drive, and the Camry and Avalon TRD sedans. Then in Detroit, you know, we kind of feel like we stole the show with the return of the long-awaited Toyota Supra. And then here in Chicago, we've got some great truck and SUV news. And by the time we're done, since November, we will have unveiled changes to nearly 2/3 of our entire lineup. So while it might be a little bit cold outside, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty fired up. I mean, life is good. I'm about as fired up as the Pizza Hut oven in the back of our hydrogen-powered Tundra Pi Pro. And you know, you can say we've got a loaded pie with all the fixings for you today. So let's talk about it. Now, up on the front, you say, we recently shared news about the new Land Cruiser Heritage Edition. It's a special edition of one of the most beloved vehicles to ever wear a Toyota badge. The Land Cruiser, okay, it may be a global vehicle, but the Heritage Edition is only available in the US market, as it pays tribute to Land Cruiser's 60-plus year history here. Now, the Heritage Edition, it ditches the running boards, the third-row seating and side moldings in favor of a darkened accents, a BBS bronzed forged aluminum wheel, and a vintage Land Cruiser logo, just to name a few. Now, the Heritage Editions will go on sale later this summer, and it's only going to be offered in very limited quantities. And pricing, well, you know what I have to say next. It'll be announced closer to launch. But with Land Cruiser benchmarking our progress over the last 6 decades, clearly Toyota is no stranger to creating exceptional off-road SUVs. And for 2020, we're going to be completing our TRD Pro lineup. Now, before I say that, check this out. Andy Bell has been with us for a long time, and he likes searching for really crazy adventures. In this case, take a look as he looks for Sasquatch.
Sightseeing time. Try to keep up.
This place is awesome, huh?
You know, they spotted old Harry right over there.
Yeah, don't be bashful. That's right. The 2020 Sequoia can even go more places thanks to its TRD Pro upgrades. Now listen, some of the upgrades included here are like, the same Fox internal bypass shocks found on the rest of our TRD Pro vehicles. It's paired up with our TRD tuned springs. These Fox shocks offer next level performance that's equally impressive on or off the highway. Sequoia TRD Pro also includes a host of exterior upgrades, unique black badging, TRD engineered parts, and black aluminum running boards come standard, and they're just as helpful for getting in and out of the vehicle as they are for loading up on the new TRD roof rack. Now, inside, Sequoia TRD Pro will be fitted with leather trim seats that feature red stitching and TRD Pro logos stitched right onto the front headrests. And Sequoia and all TRD Pros will be available in 4 colors. You got midnight black metallic, super white, magnetic gray metallic, and the TRD Pro exclusive Army Green. And Sequoia also leads the way for new features across the entire TRD Pro family for 2020, as each model adds upgraded multimedia systems that include Android Auto. In fact, all Sequoia, Tundra, and 4Runners will also have Apple CarPlay and Amazon Alexa compatibility. For 2020, all grades of Sequoia will feature Smart Key with push-button start. Tundra and 4Runner will also receive this upgrade on select grades. Tundra TRD Pro will now go beyond Crew Max, as the Tundra Double Cab will get added to the mixed model next year. Now, Tundra Crew Max and Sequoia TRD Pros get standard premium JBL audio with subwoofer and integrated navigation, just like 4Runner received last year. And the 4Runner TRD Pro and all 2020 4Runners will now come standard with Toyota Safety Sense. And so to complement this change, every 4Runner is fitted with a new instrument panel. So listen, that now means that we can offer active safety systems standard on every single grade of our trucks and SUVs. So what other full-line manufacturer can make that claim? Nobody. Now, you might haven't noticed I left out an important vehicle to the TRD Pro discussion. But don't worry, folks, Tacoma is still the king of the hill. And there's a lot of excitement right now around the mid-size trucks, and we're actually thrilled to see that. We believe strong in this segment, so much so that even when others abandoned it, we stayed the course. Last year, Tacoma sales were up nearly 50,000 sales. And our 14-year streak of class-leading sales, well, it speaks for itself. And we plan to make that, do it again for the 15th year in a row. So in the spirit of Kaizen, or continuous improvement, we're always exploring ways to enhance our products. And on that note, I'd like to introduce you right over here to the 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Now, the Tacoma gets key interior and exterior updates across the board for 2020. Now, depending upon the grade, LED headlights will be standard. There's a new grille and wheel design on nearly every model. And there's new infotainment that features Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Amazon Alexa, and on most grades, a larger 8-inch touchscreen comes standard. And listen, that's all great, and I love it. But I also get a little personal with this, as I love the Tacomas. And at 6'2", my favorite new feature is the new 10-way power adjustable driver's seat found on all grades from SR5 and up. Yay, that's exactly right. Tacoma also gets some exciting technology on only previously found on Land Cruiser, such as an available panoramic view monitor and multi-terrain monitor, providing an improved view of objects and terrain around the truck. And as for Tacoma TRD Pro, it is equipped with new lighter wheels, sequential LED and DRL headlamps, and black tail lamps. And all grades of the new Tacoma will be available later this summer. All right, we were talking about pizza pie earlier, and now there's one more slice left. One more piece of news, and I think it's a big piece. Now listen, we just unveiled the amazing new 2019 RAV4. And to be honest, we simply cannot make them fast enough for our outstanding Toyota dealers. And our 2018s went out on a high note, because even after announcing the next generation RAV4, the outgoing model still sold more than ever for a record year for RAV4. RAV4 was the #1 selling vehicle in the Toyota lineup and the #1 selling vehicle in the entire industry, excluding pickup trucks. But that's not where we stop. We're not going to rest at all. we have another addition to the Toyota family, the 2020 RAV4 TRD Off-Road. Now, the new TRD off-road package here gives our best-selling vehicle even better off-highway performance. It'll come standard with dynamic torque vectoring all-wheel drive, multi-terrain select, and a 3,500-pound towing capacity. It also features TRD-tuned suspension aimed at being equally adept navigating traffic on your daily commute or that rally-style driving on light-duty trails. And I'm really proud to represent our TRD engineers, some of who are with us today, who have had their hands all over this new suspension as they fine-tune all the components to provide a big improvement to driving characteristics on bumpy terrain. You know, and speaking of a trail, there's the new TRD 18-inch black alloy wheels that, I gotta tell you, they look awesome. And they are paired with all-terrain tires designed by Falken specifically for the RAV4 to provide a sure-footed approach to surfaces, paved or unpaved. Now take a look on the outside. You're gonna notice a number of darkened and black features to give TRD Off-Road its own unique place in the RAV4 lineup. Inside, TRD accents can be found all over the seats, the dash, the door trim, and even on the floor and cargo areas. It's TRD everywhere. And RAV4 TRD Off-Road will also come standard with a moonroof, and it will also be available for sale later this summer. So listen, we hope you've had your fill of truck and SUV news today. And I know now I'm talking about Andy Bell and out there, exploring and stomping the grounds for Sasquatch. And although they didn't find him, if you hurry, you might be able to find your very own Yeti on your way out that you can share on social media at #Toyota. On behalf of Toyota, a sincere thank you for taking the time to be with us today. It's going to be a great year, folks. Let's get it going. See you next time.